Hey, welcome. I'm Gianna, and today I have a flight in a couple hours, so we're gonna be packing my travel makeup bag. I've already gone through my whole collection and just grabbed a bunch of things that I'd like to take with me. So together we're gonna cull it down even further until we're left with a tight travel makeup bag situation that I'll actually use. So let's just get started. All right, let's start with our glow booster products. So I've got e.l.f. Halo Glow and the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is kind of a hard decision for me because I like these both for different reasons. But my first thought is that I'm not bringing a foundation, so the e.l.f., since this kind of has more coverage, maybe I can use that as like a glowy skin tint on days when I do want some coverage. I went ahead and like swatched them on my hand, and here we have the e.l.f. Halo Glow, and then this is the Charlotte Tilbury, and you see the Charlotte Tilbury is a bit more orange, so I feel like that might be better in the summertime anyway, because it is going to be rainy and cold in New York, so I think I'm going to go with the Halo Glow, even though the luxness of Charlotte Tilbury screams vacation. I gotta go with practicality here. All right, next up are my bronzing contour products. So we've got Fenty Beauty's Sunstalker Bronzer, and I've got the shade Caramel Cutie, Charlotte Tilbury's Contour Wand, the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer in Medium Dark, and then two e.l.f. Putty Bronzers, and I've got the shades Bronzed Belle and Golden Days. Right off the bat, I haven't even used this yet. I treated myself to it before my no-buy, and so I think that makes it ideal for vacation. So I'm gonna bring this, and it'll be my first time using it in a while, and that'll just make me feel really nice. And then other contenders. I feel like with this in the mix, I don't need the e.l.f. Putty Bronzers. I feel like they kind of just serve the same purpose. And I also am not sure about the Skin Enhancer, because I think between this and, let's be real, I'm gonna be bringing this because it's the only powder bronzer in the mix. I think I'm covered, and I don't know how often I'm gonna be using this. It's gonna be kind of chilly, and it would be nice to have that kind of glow from within that it gives, but I'm also worried about it being windy and like my hair sticking to it. Also with the Halo Glow, that's giving me a lot of glow, and these two together, I think it's nice if you want to be extra, but I'm not sure how much use I'll get out of them together. I think the Halo Glow has me covered. So this will also be staying, and these are what I'll be bringing. All right, moving on to highlighters. I'm not really in a highlighter era by any means, so I only have two options, and this is Churro by ColourPop. It's more of a light, kind of rosy highlight. And then we've got the Glowgasm wand from Charlotte Tilbury in Goldgasm, which is my all-time favorite highlighter. So this is definitely coming. I don't think I need to bring both of them, but I do like the diversity of having like a lighter highlighter. I can use this in my inner corner, and this is for my cheekbones. I think if I run out of room in the makeup bag, I know which one's making the cut. It's the Goldgasm, but for now, let's just toss both of them in the pile. Okay, here's where we start to get some trouble. I'm a real concealer gal. I love my concealers, and especially because I just did that February makeup rotation, and so I haven't used a couple of these in weeks. I've also gotten to really like the ones that were in my makeup rotation. They've just become part of my makeup routine, so I kind of don't want to leave them behind either, but I think 6 is way too many, so let's break it down. Let's start with the color correctors. I've got the Sigma color corrector here, and also the Bobbi Brown corrector stick, and I love this one for my under eyes. This can be used for the under eyes and on the face because it has these two shades, and I think that makes it pretty versatile. So I think I might bring the Sigma one and leave the Bobbi Brown, but this one you have to use your fingers with, and this just rolls on so easily. I'm wearing it today because I just want to do a quick makeup look, and it's just like swipe, swipe, you're done. So I haven't helped myself, but okay, I've decided I'm gonna go with the Sigma one just because it gives me those two options, and I think it'll be really nice for traveling. And I know Bobbi Brown, she'll be here when I get back. All right, for concealers, I've got the Kulfi Main Match Concealer, which I love because it also acts a bit as a corrector because it has a bit of an orange undertone in the shade Glossy Guava. The NARS Radiant Creamy Under Eye Concealer, or it's just a concealer, but I only use this under my eyes because of the shade. This is Super Haute Jeu. I've absolutely fallen in love with this e.l.f. Floss Brightening Concealer, especially for under my eyes and like around my nose. And then this is the NYX Serum Concealer, which looking at it, I'm like, how did you get here? Definitely does not hold a candle to the rest of these at this moment. You know, maybe I'll fall back in love with it at some point, but right now I think that's gonna be a pass. So between these, I'm gonna pick two, and I think I know what they're gonna be. Even though the NARS one has been a favorite of mine for literally years, these new ones are just coming in and kind of like stealing the spotlight. So NARS is also gonna stay, and I'll be bringing the Kulfi and the e.l.f. All right, next we have my blushes. Come on in, guys. So I think this isn't too crazy. I took all of my Phytosurgeon blushes because these are just so tiny, and I feel like they're perfect for travel. This variety, I feel feel like I don't need to bring all three. I mean, I really could, but I definitely want to bring Ember. I've just been obsessed with this kind of like orange papaya shade. Fume, I think would be a good kind of like everyday shade, but Evaporate has me curious. I want to use it more. You know, let's do a little swatch. And you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch the other blushes that I'm interested in. Let's get them all out there. All right, nice swatching. All right, so here we've got Power Hour from Tower 28. I'm definitely bringing this one. Let's just move it out of the way because this looks so beautiful, especially for if they're gloomy days. I feel like this just complements them perfectly. On the other hand, Grateful from Rare Beauty, I don't know. This is just so bright. I feel like this is like my optimistic spring blush. So I am feeling that as well. This one is Ember. So pretty. But now I'm like, do I need Ember and Grateful? Maybe I could just do one of them. Okay, we'll come back to it. I'll move it over there, but to be continued. And now this one is Fume. This is really pinky. I feel like that would be really nice for every day. And then this is Evaporate. I wish I could get Evaporate and Power Hour together because I mean, this is definitely deeper. So maybe it's more of a decision between these two. Okay, I think I'm gonna bring Evaporate just because I've been so curious about this. And as for these powder ones, this is the NYX Sweet Cheeks in Summer Breeze. And this is a Sephora Collection blush duo in Tiger Lily. And I think I'm gonna bring this one, the Tiger Lily one. It was in my February makeup rotation, and I just really like that it has these two shades within it, so you can get more of one than the other. So I feel like that makes it perfect for traveling. Only leaving behind 2 of the 7 that I picked, which I feel like could be a bit better. I mean, maybe I don't need the Rare Beauty. This is kind of a chonker. I feel like if I didn't bring this, I'd want to bring something else. No, I'm gonna bring it. I think that's blushes. I guess I'll say if it doesn't fit, Grateful's gonna be the one to go. Sad to say. All right. Eyeshadows. I've got a couple single shadows here. Should we look at palettes first? Yeah, let's do that. Here are the palettes that I'm probably most likely definitely bringing. I wanted to bring a spring palette. I kind of want to experiment with makeup. I like doing that on vacation, even though I'm a very kind of just like throw on makeup and go because I'm usually in a rush kind of gal. I like to bring kind of aspirational products that I can experiment with because I feel like that's fun. You're kind of doing new stuff on vacation. Why not do new makeup looks? So I definitely want to bring that. And then I have my neutral palette. This is the Brown Sugar palette by ColourPop. It's from their Karuchi collaboration. This is in my February makeup rotation and I just fell in love with it again. All the neutral shades in here are just ideal for brown skin tones. So definitely want to bring this. These two make total sense. This is the one that I'm like, am I being crazy? This is the Party Favor palette from Urban Decay. And it's just all their moon dust eyeshadows. Like it's just a ton of sparkles. Actually, let me swatch it for you. There you go. Look at that. I just think they're so gorgeous and perfect for vacation when I just want to like be a little shimmery if we're going out to a new bar or restaurant. So even though it seems a little silly to be bringing 3 palettes, I feel like this can help me cut down on single shadows because my single shadows are just going to be for the purpose of giving me that kind of glittery spotlight look. So I feel pretty secure in these choices. Now this is where I get a little confused. My single shadows. So I definitely want to bring the NYX Glow Shot in Golden Goji because I love using this in my inner corner and I actually used it as a nose highlight the other day and it was so pretty. These e.l.f. eyeshadow sticks, I haven't used these in a minute. They're seriously no budge and I was doing like a little purple wing last spring and I really like that. So for part of my spring aspirational looks, I think I'll bring that. This is a lip gloss. I thought that was the gold one of this. And then I have this Kiko one that this is also in my one and done eyeshadow collection. Actually, I think almost all of these are. Actually, no, that's not coming. I do like it, but I just think not for this trip. This is perfect for like the depths of winter, giving kind of like silver moodiness, but I'm kind of trying to urge spring forward. So I think I'm gonna leave this one behind. All right, this Dazzle stick from KVD Beauty is absolutely stunning. Yeah, I love just tapping this all over my lid. It is super glittery, like it's kind of annoying to take off, but I think it's totally worth it because every time I wear it, I definitely get compliments from absolute strangers. Lastly, we have 2 ColourPop shadows. So I've got Rosebud, which is a really beautiful chocolatey bronze, and then a little Quirky, which is what I'm gonna bring instead of Ritz just because it has a bit of a deeper base. So I think that'll be more versatile, just better for my skin tone on this trip. Ideally, I could bring both, but I don't need to. All right, so 5 single shadows, 3 eyeshadow palettes. Maybe that's a bit much, but I just like to have options because eyeshadows are one thing that kind of overwhelms me. So if I can at least find something reliably that I want to wear and I don't feel like I'm stuck with these shades that I don't know what to do with, that's for the best. That's for a less stressed out Gianna. Second to last category, we have my lip liners, and I just picked these 3 from Milani because they're the only ones in my collection that are twist up instead of ones that you have to sharpen. And I think for travel traveling, like I'm not gonna be sharpening pencils. I barely do that at home. So let's stick with these. And initially I was like, I'm just gonna pick one of these to bring. This one's Saucy Toffee. I feel like it's so pretty, but I don't know if I'm gonna be wearing a lip that deep. Yeah, I feel like these are a good variation, but maybe I'll just bring out my lip options and we can see if there are any that like definitely don't work with those, so I can leave behind. Here are my lip choices. My NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu is just an absolute yes. I have about 3 around the house. You know what, let me just swatch all these and I'll be right back. There we go, there are all the lip swatches. Honestly, y'all, I think I'm gonna bring them all. Maybe between the Rare Beauty and the Bobbi Brown Brushed Oil Gloss, maybe these colors are a little similar. They're these two right here. I feel like what's the harm in a few too many lip options, especially I'm just picking between 2. I feel like these can stay. I'm wearing the Bobbi Brown one today and it is just a really nice like mauve, cooler toned gloss. And I put some of this Romand tint in the middle and it kind of gave it this just bitten look. And it makes me want to bring this one too. That's on me, dog. Okay, if I have to call even more, then I will. But right now I feel like this is okay. This is reasonable, right, y'all? Okay, that's all the makeup that I needed to decide about. Amazing. I mean, we'll see how it all fits in the bag. Oh, I did want to show y'all other makeup that I'm bringing that I didn't have multiple options for. These are just definitely coming. So I've got the Hourglass Unlocked palette, and this is the Ghost edition. I bring this every time I travel because it has these finishing powders, and I use these to set my under eyes because I have pretty dry skin, so I don't need anything crazy mattifying. The bronzer I like to use as an eyeshadow, and then this highlighter is just so cute on the tip of your nose. So I know that I get use out of this, so I bring it every time. I feel like I should bring a primer. I don't know if I've just been kind of duped into thinking that I need one. I feel like when my skin is so dry, it's not necessary, like the makeup sticking, but I do like this for kind of filling in the pores and making it a little bit more blurred. So I'm gonna bring this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And then I've got my dried up Stila eyeliner. This I use for making fake freckles, and I'm bringing my other one as well, the non-dry one. So I put little stickers on it so that I know this is the one that I use for freckles, because I have made that mistake before and it just, yeah, it wasn't cute. And then the rest of my eye stuff, it's nothing crazy, but I use the Rare Beauty mascara. I'm bringing the Glossier Lash Slick for my lower lashes. I've got my Milani Weekend Eyebrow Pen to do little strokes. And this Makeup by Mario Brow Gel is kind of amazing, and I'm really liking this right now. It holds my brows all day. And the Stila liner, aforementioned, the Nabla Cupid's Arrow in case I want a little softer wing. And I use this dried out ABA just as like a brow, what are those things called? Spoolies. And I'll probably bring this Too Faced glitter glue just in case I want to shine a little brighter in the evening. So these are all my not so exciting, but they keep me together. These are my eye and brow must-haves. Oh, and setting sprays. I've got my little mini Fix Plus and then the Charlotte Tilbury Gloss Setting Spray. I do really feel like this helps your makeup last all day. I brought this when I was in France with my mom and it was so hot. They were going through a heat wave and it helped my makeup stay on even while wearing a mask, even in dank churches. I mean, beautiful churches, but it's stuffy in there. Still looked amazing. So these two are travel must-haves. All right, should we try and fit everything in the makeup bag? I've already got my brushes in the little pouch section of this, and I think I'll use this one for liners, lip liners, all that stuff. All right, I had to do some surgery, but I think this arrangement will help stuff fit. Okay, I did not expect to have any room left. And even though logically I know I don't need to fill it, I kind of want to. So I'm gonna bring in just a couple of things. I didn't think I could fit in this Halo Glow setting powder, so I'm gonna figure out a way to squeeze this in there. And then Fume, of course, which was gonna get left behind, and my Bobbi Brown corrector stick for quick days. Amazing, we did it. And the little LA palette just kind of fits perfectly on top, and we can zip it all in later. Oh, I was gonna just pop it in there. Amazing. We did it. Here she is, all packed in her glory. Yeah, this is a little heavy, but I really like makeup, and traveling is my time to kind of just like be able to experiment with looks and have fun going out wearing new dews on my face. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I was thinking that I might make another video where I do like 3 different looks using what's in this travel makeup bag, and we can talk about like what I actually used, what I wish I had brought, and maybe what I didn't even give a second look and was a mistake to pack. So let me know if that'd be interesting to you, and I'll see you in my next one. All right, bye.